Today on DNVR Buffs Live, don't look now. Colorado recruiting is heating up. DeMonte Timms is a Buff. Got a big commitment tomorrow, also another flip target. We're going to take a look at Delaware. What do the Blue Hens have to offer in 2025 as they move up to the FBS? Multiple Buffs make Phil Steele's all Big 12 preseason team. We'll talk EA, CFB 26, and much more. Let's go.
Squad.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota Store. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Pretty loaded show today. Do you feel rested now after media days?
I think today was, when I finally got my full rest, because I still woke up pretty tired and later than I usually do, just like I did yesterday. But I think tomorrow I'm going to be back on schedule. I'm feeling all right, though. Friday, it's kind of felt like a long week, but not really. I don't know. It's kind of just been a weird week with the travel and whatnot, but it's Friday.
Feels like football season, if I'm being honest. The travel and just the shows are cooking right now, too. We got stuff to talk about.
Hell yeah. As you come in, smack that like button, drop a comment. Let's have a good Friday, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. What are we talking about today, Jakey?
Today, you and I both finally played EA CFB 26. We'll talk about that for sure. Bill Connely previewed the Big 12. Phil Steele had multiple buffs on his all Big 12 preseason team. We're going to preview Delaware as best we can, but we start today with recruiting. The Buffs are heating up. Yesterday, Carson Crawford, we watched his film and broke it all down.
Yeah.
Looks like a gem.
Carson Crawford, according to 24/7 Sports,
has he gone up again?
The second highest ranked recruit in this 2026 class for Colorado.
What's his rating?
According to 24/7, he's an 88, which is, I guess, tied with Gavin Mueller, only behind Preston Ashley of the 8 commits, which is, again, Carson Crawford is a dog. Y'all watched his film yesterday. I said on the show that his recruitment reminds me a little bit of Quentin Gibson's, where you're just a dog down there in Texas, maybe a hidden gem, falling through the cracks a little bit because there's so much talent right there. Even I think, KJ Edwards might even take away some of the shine, right, from him at Carthage. But Carson Crawford is a dog, man. And this recruiting class is really shaping up nicely. 8 guys already in this class. Could be 9 tomorrow.
Could be 9 tomorrow. We will get to that here very shortly. DeMonte Timms, though, the latest buff.
Oh, yeah.
To join the herd, or latest commit to join the herd, I should say. 6'1.5", 195 pounds. Armwood High School in Sefner, Florida. 1,135th overall recruit, 95th ranked safety. Armwood was a good team. Last year, they went 12-1, made the regional finals of Florida 6A playoffs. The stats that we have from Timms are 29 tackles, 5 PBUs, 3 interceptions, and 2 sacks. But this is a pretty high-profile 3-star in terms of the offer list.
Yes.
Colorado beats out Louisville, Georgia, Miami to earn his commitment. Timms also had offers from Wisconsin, UCF, Ole Miss, Mizzou, Michigan State, Kansas State, Iowa State, Indiana, Illinois, just to name a few. I mean, it's a pretty good offer list for a 3-star.
This is a former Mizzou commit. This is a former
thank you.
SEC commit right here that is now a buff. And this is the 3rd now defensive back commit in this 2026 class already, joining Preston Ashley, who we just mentioned, the 4-star, the highest ranked commit in this class so far. along with Maurice Williams Jr. also, or from Edna Carr in New Orleans, down there playing cornerback. So 3 defensive backs added to this 2026 class already. Devontae Timms, right? We've talked about versatility. We talk about the versatility a lot with this recruiting class. We talked about it a lot yesterday with Carson Crawford, his ability to play linebacker, play some edge. You know, even he played some nickel, some offense at tight end, running down the field, catching passes as well. The same can be applied here in terms of versatility for Devontae Timms. He spoke to, I believe this is a John Garcia Jr. Yeah, John Garcia Jr. over at Rivals. Devontae Timms did, talking about why Colorado, right? At least his versatility. We'll go with that first. He goes, Garcia, this is Garcia him. He goes, what made Timms valuable on various programs' boards was his versatility. At 6'1", 195 pounds, his experience at safety, and has also worked a lot of man coverage from the slot, potentially supplementing the projection as a nickel. And this is a quote from Devontae Timms. He goes, he really wants me at his school, talking about Coach Prime, and he makes it clear. They see me playing nickel or safety. I fit perfectly. It's the same role I play at my high school. So somebody, again, could potentially play nickel corner, could potentially play safety, and I think that's mostly maybe where his home is going to be out the gate, because he has the size and I think kind of the trigger ability downhill to really play safety and thrive at it. But another versatile add to this secondary. I love this ad.
If you told me the Buffs, 1, got a commit in the secondary, 2, he's from Florida, and 3, he's versatile, that's all you have to tell me.
Real spill.
That's literally all you have to tell me.
Yep.
The offer list speaks for itself as well.
Yes, it does.
Don't let the rating fool you. And again, we'll talk about this actually probably Monday now. We'll do that extra piece of content because we have a decision coming tomorrow that we'll also get to here shortly. But I just trust this recruiting staff. I trust Coach Prime. It's almost more about fit at this point than chasing stars. Always has been, ultimately, you know?
Yes.
Finding guys who just fit your system, fit your culture, want to like play for that logo on the helmet. And it seems like Timms is going to be the next Florida guy to come out and join the herd, and excited to see what happens with him. Obviously, he's got a senior season, so we'll follow him.
Here's another quote from Timms. He goes, talking about Colorado, it just felt genuine, and they made it clear this wasn't just talk. They backed it up every time we talked. That energy just hit different than the others. It's special for real. Being committed to Coach Prime is different because you know you're learning from one of the greatest to ever do it. He's more than just a coach. He's somebody who's been where I'm trying to go, and he keeps it real while you keep pushing, while still pushing you to be great. It's a blessing to be able to play for a legend like that. And that's right. You got to get dudes who want to play for that logo, like you just said, want to play for the head man, the head coach. And it sounds a lot like Preston Ashley, right? He even posted another photo recently of him doing like the Deion dance when he was a kid. Like, these are the type of players you want, who want to not only play for the school, play for their teammates, but play for the head man, for the coaching staff. And it seems like that quote or that comment that was under my tweet yesterday for Carson Crawford's announcement that you mentioned on the show was a great one, a real pointed one. Colorado is not targeting the 5 stars, the 4 stars, the dude just following the rankings. They're going after dudes who want to play for Colorado, that want to live and ball in Boulder. And that's what we've been seeing at. I mean, and the recruiting is heating up. As you mentioned at the top, in July, 4 commits already in July, and it's only July 11th.
Yep.
Xavier Payne, Devontae Timms, Carson Crawford, Kobe Johnson, all in the last 11 days have committed to Colorado. And there are more on the way.
I'll check it out, Heaven's Demon. One more thing. I mean, RK mentioned this a while back, too. He said it's like in CFB 20 or 25, 26.
Yeah.
If you target all 5 stars, like all top 100 recruits, and you're not Alabama, Michigan, Georgia, you know, you're going to have a bad time. You got to go out there. You got to recruit your pipelines. You got to find, tap into those relationships in those pipelines. Maybe even ask for the guys who aren't getting enough buzz. That's what Micah was. That's exactly what Micah was.
Yes.
So they're kind of just going back to that, especially with all this money flying around this summer from the rule changes of the revenue sharing. I mean, you can't be upset with them going out and finding guys who want to be Buffs and who are totally bought in on the direction of the program and the culture and just all that stuff.
No doubt.
Rodney Colton Jr. scheduled to commit tomorrow.
Hoo-wee.
Tomorrow at around, 4:15?
4:15 Mountain time, yeah.
6:15 Eastern. This could be a massive one for a lot of reasons. It'd be their
Yes.
third linebacker in this class.
Yeah.
And he'd instantly become one of their top-rated recruits. He's got a 90 grade on 247. He's the 303rd overall player, 21st ranked linebacker, 6'1", 220 pounds, from Noonan High School in Noonan, Georgia. Down to 3. It's Colorado, Florida State, and Ole Miss. Was he committed to FSU also at one point, or?
He was committed to South Carolina,
Okay.
I believe. I'll double check that, but I believe he's a former South Carolina commit.
But either way, another Georgia kid at a position of need that obviously, like I've been telling you guys for, I don't know, about a year, like they want to get these younger linebackers in. Like they've been trying for a minute. Not everyone's going to pick your hat up on their commitment day. It just is what it is.
For sure.
They're hitting a hot streak right now, though. This could be 3 in the last 3 weeks? Pretty crazy.
Yeah, exactly. He, I mean, even less than that. It'd be even less than that. But Colton decommitted from South Carolina in January. The Buffs offered him 8 days later.
There you go.
So they were on that.
And John Garcia Jr. today is.
Yes.
He mentioned Colorado they're in this one for real.
He gave him a forecast.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if that's as, powerful as a RPM or a crystal ball or whatever, but he gave him a forecast for Colorado. And Colton has definitely been posting a lot of Buffs content. I believe he commented on Julian's post on Instagram from his Big 12 Media Day appearance as well. And I saw this. Somebody mentioned this. I didn't see this because I had to go back and look and double check. One thing that Loki has me confident in Rodney Colton Jr. potentially becoming a Buff. When he was on his visit, and let me know if this is not normal, but when he was on his visit in Buffs gear, in the Buffs jersey and whatnot, they had his last name on the jersey, Colton Jr.
That is different.
That is different because he was also in pictures with Carson Crawford, and Carson Crawford was wearing a Mario Miller's jersey.
Right.
But Rodney Colton Jr. had Colton Jr. on the back of his jersey. Okay. So that kind of seemed like a power move from the recruiting staff. Like, hey, we're serious about you, bro.
Yeah, totally.
This is literally what your jersey would look like right here. And he was rocking it, and it seemed like he had a really good time. He was, like I said, on that visit with Carson Crawford, who just committed. Colton showed Carson Crawford a lot of love yesterday when he committed to the Buffs. So, that was just something that I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. A recruit on a visit, and they already got that boy name on the back of a jersey. That would mean a lot to me. I'm not gonna lie if I was a recruit, because I'm sure, like I said, other schools ain't doing that.
That's pretty different. Coach Hart and the staff heard some of y'all.
Ooh, that pop out by Coach Hart gonna be ooh-wee.
I'm rooting so hard for it right now. Another guy on the radar. This came out, I think we were at Media Days when this came out, so it's been a minute. Yeah. But John Garcia Jr. again said that this is a rivalry one too. Colorado and Nebraska are pushing to flip Florida 4-star safety commit to Darius Hughes. Darius Hughes committed to FSU a year ago, July 4th, 2024 to FSU. He plays at Northwestern High School in Miami, Florida. He's listed at 6'2", 170 pounds. 314th overall player, 26th ranked safety. So even in the overall recruits, 1 through however many thousand, he's right behind Rodney Colton Jr. This would be another massive one. We'll see, though. He's been committed, obviously. He's gone on some visits to Syracuse and Nebraska. We'll see if the Buffs get him on a visit once the season kind of picks up and we get out of this dead period. But it's another blue chipper to keep an eye on.
With an impressive offer list.
Who we got?
Syracuse, Maryland, Miami, Missouri, Nebraska, Texas A&M, Florida, Indiana, Louisville, Mississippi State, UCF. And I just love that 6'2" frame on the safety, man. I don't know why when Juju said that Antonio Branch the other day was 6'3", I don't know why that was like, I kind of guess I knew that, but hearing that and that I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That boy gonna be a problem in about a year or two. Maybe even this year.
Maybe even this year. They've played safeties as freshmen before, so
no doubt.
He could be next. All right, let's take our next break. We'll get into Delaware. Shout out to the homies over at Monarch Money. If you like money, if you like saving money, hit them up, download the app. what it is, it's basically your personal CFO. Tracks all your expenses, where everything is going, coming in from as well. Where you could save some money, where you're maybe spending a little too much. Those pesky subscription plans that we all kind of forget about, that 6 months go by and all of a sudden you're out, I don't know, $60, $80 for a little $10 subscription. That's what they are here for, to help you just be better with your money. It was rated or named the Wall Street Journal's best budgeting app of 2025, and it's the top recommended personal finance app by users and experts with over 30,000 5-star reviews. Financial stress is one of the top reasons relationships fall apart. Monarch Money makes conversations easier. Get control of your overall finances with Monarch Money. Use code DNVR at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code DNVR.
Shout out to the squad over at Fan Steak as well. Hey, y'all. College football, as we know it, is changing very, very rapidly. And Fan Steak is getting with the times. And they are, let's rally. Let's rally everybody and join us on Fan Steak. We're going to target somebody I just mentioned.
Okay.
Antonio Branch Jr.
There you go.
Make sure he remains a Buff. As you know, today's episode is brought to you by Fan Steak. It's a new platform where fans can pledge direct support to athletes like Antonio Branch to help their favorite teams recruit and retain the top players. Here's the best part, y'all. It is risk-free. You can play stakes for a specific athlete to join or stay at a school. If the athlete decides to go elsewhere, you get your money back. It's simple. The player does go to your school, though. They're eligible to sign an NIL deal with Fan Steak and receive their pool of stake money. This is the simplest way to provide direct support for the team's young core, because, you know, we're going to want to make sure that they stay here in Boulder and that they don't transfer elsewhere. CU is currently only the 5th most popular fan base on there, so let's make sure we get those numbers up, get on Fan Steak, place a few stakes. And this is a good time to do it because Fan Steak is currently offering new fans a free $25 credit. Like I said earlier, no credit card required, no strings attached. And I'm encouraging everyone to stake a claim for that young man, 6'3", safety Antonio Branch. Sure did, man. Click the link in our description, scan the QR code, or just head over to fansteak.com and use the promo code DNVR to keep Antonio Branch with the Buffaloes.
Alrighty. That's recruiting for right now. Keep an eye out tomorrow for Mr. Rodney Colton Jr. All right, Delaware. What are you laughing at?
I'm Heaven's Demon just tagged me in. I guess that story that he
the Mike
mentioned
Leach
to you.
one?
It's just crazy.
I'm going to definitely check that out.
Wow.
Where to start with this team? I guess just a broad overview, and then we'll kind of go into some of the finer details. Kind of what you need to know about the Delaware Blue Hens. This is their first year in FBS. They're moving up. They were in the Coastal Athletic Association in 2024. They will be playing in the Conference USA in 2025 and beyond. Ryan Carty is their head coach. He's been there for 4 seasons. 9-2 last year, 26-11 in that time frame. 9-4 in 2023. They lost to Montana in the NCAA Division I second round playoffs. And in 2022, they went 8-5, lost to South Dakota State in the second round also. Before that, their head coach, Danny Rocco, he had some success. I mean, that was during COVID and all that. But they had a few playoff appearances and exits in that time as well. This is a proud program. This isn't This isn't like obviously a really prestigious program, but this is a proud program. They've had a lot of success, man. Their overall record is 739 and 485 and 44. They've been playing a lot of football. It's just been at a lower level. They've kind of had this run recently. They have 6 national championships, 5 in D2, 1 in FCS, 24 playoff appearances with a 26-18 record in those playoffs, 17 conference titles, and 3 college football Hall of Famers, including Joe Flacco, Rich Gannon.
Rich.
So yeah, this is they've got some pedigree when it comes to the quarterback position. We'll get into this next year's team. It's not going to be close to any of those 2 players, obviously, but I think that's important that, like, we know going into this game, this is a proud program. Like, they may come in knowing that they're at a talent deficient state in terms of where they are compared to Colorado, and they are a young program. They're going to be learning a lot. They're going to face an entirely different monster in the FBS this year. But this is a program who's won a lot of games, who is kind of used to making the FCS playoffs. Obviously, they're not going to do that anymore, but this is a team who's going to come in and try and win. They're going to prepare to win. It's kind of not quite NDSU where they have that, that just overwhelming confidence almost.
That's what it sounds like a lot. That was where I was going to go. It sounds like you're describing a lot like North Dakota State. It's obviously different.
Yeah, it's just not that level, though.
Right. North Dakota State was on a different, higher level, correct?
Exactly. So, but this team, I just think that that's important to say that they are a proud program and that they will not lie down coming into this game.
No, first year in FBS for them though this year, right? They did not play a single FBS opponent last year.
Yep.
It's going to be a step up in competition where, like you said, they're going to be well coached. They're not going to be afraid of coming here to Boulder, Colorado to play the Colorado Buffaloes. And in fact, I think they're going to be very motivated coming up to the FBS level. I think their first real opportunity, because I think they opened the year with Delaware State, I believe, in-state rivals. So
Deshaun Jackson's team,
which could be electric.
Yeah,
I
mean, we'll definitely have to watch that game.
I completely agree. So it's just going to be their first kind of real opportunity to show the world what they're about and why they belong potentially at this FBS level. They have obviously lost quite a bit. Their head coach returns, who like I said, they're going to be well coached. They pretty much return all three of their quarterbacks, which might sound crazy to say.
Yeah, do we have the graphic for additions and departures? We can kind of go through it, but go ahead.
Yeah, they pretty much had like a 3-quarterback system last year.
Yes, they did.
They had 3 quarterbacks that each had at least 8 passing touchdowns. Their leading passer literally threw for 1,011 yards. So this is needless to say, this team's going to run a rock. His team is going to run the football.
Yep.
And the big reason they ran the football a lot last year is because they had a very, very good running back, guy that you see on your screen right there on the right side at the bottom, departures, Marcus Yarns.
NFL player now.
A dog at Delaware, as you mentioned. Yeah, an NFL player now. He is no longer there. They do return their second leading rusher from last year, though, Joe Nathan Silver, who's a pretty good player. Averaged 6.5 yards per carry last year on 70 attempts. Had 4 touchdowns as well. I assume he's going to be their lead back this year. And it kind of going off of the passing game where I talked about, we don't really know who's going to be the starting quarterback. I think maybe week 1 will potentially tell us a lot, or maybe it won't if they continue to go with the 3-quarterback system. But they also lost, the Blue Hens did, everyone who caught more than 1 touchdown pass last year. So they're going to be looking for new weapons on the perimeter as well in the passing game. Their offensive line is pretty veteran from what I can glean. They returned their starting left tackle, Anwar O'Neal, who's a bit light, about 290 pounds, but he is a good football player, protecting the quarterback's blind side. Defensively, they lost their top pass rushers. The run defense should still be solid, though. Again, I think that's more coaching and interior defensive line, front 7 than anything. But I don't think the pass rush is going to be a big thing to worry about. They'd have a strong safety group as well.
And they got 2 transfers in from the portal who were actually 3-star rated transfers at that position.
Yeah, one of them I believe is Keontae Jenkins. He actually, where did he come from? He started at TCU, went to Coastal Carolina. And now he's at Delaware.
Khalil Ali, who was on that graphic, he's coming in from Boston College. He was a 3-star recruit and a 3-star transfer. Didn't play too much. I looked at his stats. Same with Thomas Amankwa. He comes in from Rutgers, 3-star recruit, 3-star transfer rating as well. And then Noah Rosahawk comes in from Syracuse at tackle. So potentially a new tackle there. Noah Matthews didn't play much at Kentucky, but that's an SEC transfer coming in on the edge. 3-star transfer as well. Brandon Raymond, he's coming in from West Virginia. Again, didn't really play that much, but he was a young player. I think he was a freshman last year, 3-star transfer. And you mentioned it, those 3 guys on the departures there. Melkar Abo-Jawoud.
Sure.
Best try. He was their leading set guy by far. Phil Lutz was their leading receiver by far. Marcus Yarns was their leading rusher by far. So in terms of on the field, they run a 3-3-5 on the defense, which, shoot, man, you better have some guys up front, otherwise Colorado's going to run the ball on them like crazy.
You would think.
You would think. Offensively, they get fun. They have some fun stuff in there.
They do get creative.
They like to throw in the trick plays. They throw in different personnel groupings, different formations, reverses.
And that's something you gonna have to be ready for.
Of course.
The trick plays, the double pass, the reverses like you just mentioned, like even from like the opening kickoff, like that has to be the fake punts.
Yes.
Right? You have to be ready for all that, because when you're a team like Delaware coming up, from a level of competition on the road, you're going to be trying a lot to try to give your team an extra kind of, I guess, advantage. And that oftentimes comes in the form of trick plays and whatnot. So
chill, Kev. Totally. And that's exactly what it's going to be, right?
I don't get the last part, I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, you do. That ain't about you.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. You get it, Alyssa? I don't get it. Say it.
What did Coach Sapp say at Super Bowl?
Got it.
But yeah, this is it's a really unknown kind of team in multiple ways.
Yeah.
They don't even know. I think they're trying to figure a lot of stuff out this year, and Colorado is truly their first real big test as they make this move up to the FBS.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Colorado didn't really get one of these games last year.
Yeah.
This got to be one of those games, bro.
Yeah.
This got to be one of those games where it's BTA, and a lot of that bench gets emptied out, and a lot of players on the Colorado roster see the field. And that might be disrespectful to some, but like I said, Colorado didn't get one of these games last year, and I think that was part of the reason why you schedule a Wyoming and a Delaware. Ideally, right? Obviously, those teams have good players and good coaches, and they're going to come ready to play. But this has to be one of those games where I think you kind of put your foot down and get your starters out early and handle business in front of the home crowd.
Absolutely. I mean, you talk about the quarterbacks for Colorado.
Right.
I'd fully expect both of them to play in this game.
Yes.
I mean, no questions asked. That should be the goal.
Correct.
Whoever's not starting needs to be in the game after the first half.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, ideally, it's you get the first half, you get the second half type deal.
Yeah. So we didn't do the comparison for this team just because it would have been all check marks on CU
Yes,
side, frankly. But truly, like, when it comes to Colorado's rebuilt offensive line, when it comes to what Colorado has on the edge, this shouldn't be close. I don't think they can guard these receivers either. And if Caden's out there running around, and if Julian's out there dotting guys up, like, I mean, I expect it to. I mean, someone brought up Oklahoma State. That's a wide margin. I'm not gonna quite go there, but it needs to be in that fashion where it's no doubt from halfway through the first quarter.
And you mentioned quarterbacks. I completely agree, but this also has to be a game where the running game
exactly
gets showcased and highlighted by multiple guys, not just one running back, but like, again, putting your foot down, showing dominance up front with your running game. I think this has the potential to be a game that might kind of set the tone for a different kind of running game that we've seen over the last couple of years in the Coach Prime era.
For sure. We'll pick back up with Wyoming next week, most likely. We still got quite a bit of time, actually, to get through all 12 teams.
Oh, yeah, it's a Friday, so what does that mean? 7 weeks from today.
Damn. 49 days.
49 days.
Sheesh.
It's Quincy Wiggins days away.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Sheesh.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I can tell you about Delaware. I didn't do a super deep dive. I watched the Villanova game. It was messy at times, but Delaware did dig deep. They were down, I think, 21-0 around halftime. Ended up tying it. They lost that game like 10, 11 points, I think. His final score was 38-28 or something like that. So, again, that's where what I led off with kind of comes in. Like, this isn't like a team who's literally just like putting it together and like, oh, we're gonna try this football thing. Like, they've been doing this for a minute, and while their talent may not be exactly what other teams will have when CU comes to town or they come to Boulder, they're not just gonna lay down. So Those are my big takeaways on the Delaware Blue Hens.
Yep.
Chill, chat, chill. All right, let's take our next break.
You were right, bro, too. Yeah, Villanova went up 21-0.
Yeah.
And then they came back, tied it up at 21.
Yeah.
Ended up just losing by 10.
We'll watch some more as we get through, but that was my first impression. Shout out to Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Reliable, tough, durable, versatile. All of those adjectives describe Toyota. Safe as well, man. They're going to take care of you on the road, and they're going to get you exactly what you need. They got 17 models available with all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive like the Epic 4Runner. You can go get yourself, all their hybrids, sports cars, trucks, all that good stuff. And even if maybe you're on Highway 36 leaving Boulder coming back to Denver and a tire blows on you, they will come and help you. Speaking from experience. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of CU Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
Got any summer road trips planned this summer, my boy?
I think I'm done on the road trips. I did drive to hang out with the parents last weekend through Wyoming to Utah.
Well, if a summer road trip happens to pop up on your schedule this summer, I got the perfect spot for you to stop on your way and get some really, really good grub. Raising Cane's. Shout out to the squad over at Raising Cane's, man. Like I said to my boy Jake here, everybody out there, next time you're heading out on your summer road trip, or maybe you just out on the town visiting some friends, doing whatever you might do on a summer weekend, order at raisingcanes.com or on the Cane's mobile app to satisfy your chicken finger fix in a snap. At Raising Cane's, every single chicken finger is hand battered and cooked to order. All the crinkle cut fries are crispy and perfectly salted. Every single Texas toast is buttered to perfection, and every cane sauce is made in-house every single day, just ready to be dipped. If you're hungry, get your order today at Cane's and keep the road trip going. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
One love indeed.
One love. Jordan Clay has announced a commitment. He is headed to Baylor.
Yep. Saw that one coming.
Was in Colorado, was in his top 3 alongside Oklahoma, but the 4-star receiver from San Antonio is going to the Big 12, joining the Bears.
We'll see him soon. All right. Yesterday, I wish I could say I have, but I did not get my hands on a Field Steele magazine yet. So, but the team did tweet this out. Phil Steele named 5 Buffs to his preseason All Big 12 team. That's more like it. We only got 2 from the media poll, and we spoke about it. Like, these guys should have been on there, should have been mentioned.
It's a little different, though. Like, obviously, Phil Steele, he goes like 4 teams deep.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the Big 12 preseason poll is just like pretty much, 2 to 3 at each position.
He does.
Aside from the offensive line, defensive line, of course.
One player made first team. Can you guess who it is?
I know who it is. It's Xavier Hill.
It is not Jordan Seaton.
I mean, I'm not overly surprised.
I'm not exactly surprised or even like upset about that.
Yeah.
This just shows how good of a player Xavier Hill is.
Exactly. And again, when he got into the portal this offseason, he was a top 5 ranked player in the spring portal. 26 straight starts at Memphis. That's 2 straight seasons of starting every single game. And I think his durability is something that is being underrated too. Like, taking a beating from the trenches, the offensive line, for 2 straight years and not missing a single game. And he's been really good too. 2nd team all conference in 2023, 1st team all AAC in 2024. The ability to play left guard, to play right tackle. He's going to play left guard for the Buffaloes right next to Jordan Seaton. And that is just a left side of the offensive line that should give edge players, interior defensive linemen, and the rest of the Big 12 are just on that Colorado schedule nightmares. Shivers running down their spine a little bit thinking about those 2 and trying to, evade those guys. So Xavier Hill is a dog, and he is one of my favorite additions that they added this offseason. I think I ranked them my fourth highest ranked transfer addition this offseason. So Jaber Hill's a dog, man.
Yeah, big addition. Little bit of breaking news here, though, right now. Pete Thamel reporting quarterback Jake Retzlaff is withdrawing from school at BYU. He still plans on transferring and is expected to take a transfer path that does not involve the NCAA transfer portal. He plans to simply enroll at a new school. He's done with football, it sounds like.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that last part in the tweet, or is that?
Yeah. He plans to simply enroll at a new school.
Are you sure that means he's done playing football, though?
I mean, if he's not entering the transfer portal, his scholarship isn't going to transfer. He could walk on technically, but what team's going to be like this walk-on quarterback 49 days before the season starts? Let's get him in the QB1 conversation.
So could he enroll at a new school, just take this season off, and come back in 2026?
I mean, he does still have eligibility, and I think he's a grad, but I mean, I don't know if he's used his red shirt. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a waiver. Like, there's...
Wow.
So that's... and he's an older player, too. I mean...
Yeah, you're right.
There's absolutely a chance he just went, yeah, man.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on the high, won his last college football game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Very interesting.
I mean, yeah, obviously we weren't expecting him to come back to BYU, but
yeah,
if he's going to just say, I'm done with it, that's pretty wild.
Sorry to sidetrack there, but that was
no, I mean,
pretty impactful.
100%.
Second team for Phil Steele, though, there was two players. Jordan Seaton made that list. And a wide receiver from Colorado. Not the one maybe a lot of people would mention. It's Joseph Williams.
I played my first CFB game yesterday.
Yeah.
Joseph Williams cold on there. I ain't gonna lie.
You know who else is too? Is Zach Atkins.
Yes. Yeah. I actually threw a Hail Mary right before the half as time expired, and JoJo caught it. It was kind of nasty.
Damn,
yeah.
all right.
But no, I mean, Joseph, I talked a lot about him this offseason. His finish to his true freshman season, the month of November, 100+ yards, 100+ yards, 100+ yards plus 3 touchdowns in the month of November to end his true freshman season. Obviously, the player of the year, the offensive freshman of the year in the conference last year at Tulsa. And he looks as advertised. Mm-hmm. This spring, in the spring game, he was the best receiver in the spring game.
He was, yeah.
Production-wise. Caught multiple touchdowns, had the most catches and receiving yards during the spring game. Doesn't matter if it's Caden or Juju out there, I don't think. They're going to be looking his way, and he's going to be making plays. So I'm not overly surprised by him being a second-team pick by Phil Steele here.
I mean, that's the first real national love I've seen for Joseph Williams. It's either I've seen Sincere obviously get some stuff for his transfer, and then the Millers, of course, the freshman. But Joseph Williams, man, going to be a big factor for this team this year.
Definitely.
One third-team addition, that is DJ McKinney. That's too low.
I agree.
Get him knocked up at least to second team. Come on. And then Reginald Hughes, the linebacker, makes fourth team on Phil Steele's list.
Okay.
So there you go. That's 5 buffs, man. And again, the talent on this team is it's being slept on so hard.
I mean, Coach Prime said it this week at Media Days. He goes, a lot's going to be made about those two leaving, Shador and Travis, and they're great players. But this team is overall better.
Yes.
This team overall has more talent, is more balanced, is more deep. And I think that's going to result in a lot of wins.
I agree, bro. Get your questions in now. We will get to them here very, very shortly. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate y'all.
Make sure you become a diehard as well if you're not already, man. This is the perfect time, I think, to become a diehard. Catch all of our written content. Get all the free perks. Get a free T-shirt. Join us in the Discord. The Discord kind of cracking lately. I'm not going to lie.
No joke.
Become a diehard. Perfect time to do it.
Someone mentioned AW says Retzlaff might have 3 years remaining based on JUCO ruling. I did not factor that in. So if he did play,
he started JUCO.
I'm trying to look it up. He did. He played for Golden West College and Riverside City College in 21 and 22.
Wow, 2 JUCOs.
So yeah, he might.
She might be right then. He might have like a multiple years.
So he is 22. I mean, that's older for like in the grand terms of a college football player, but that's not. So he may not be done, but we'll see. I mean,
I don't think this is the last we heard of that.
He could just totally enter the transfer portal after the season.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because like it might just be like this is just the season is like we just said 49 days away.
Yeah,
you're not going to really compete, and you don't want to waste a year of eligibility potentially in a situation that you're not fully invested in, or they're not fully invested in you. So I think at this point it might just be the smartest thing to just wait the season out, come back in 2026, probably when people would have maybe a little bit forgot about why he even stepped away. But yeah,
that last line though, he plans to simply enroll at a new school though, like that.
Yeah,
that doesn't say like he plans to enter the transfer portal after the season. Like, it sounds like he's making a move now. It's interesting.
It's got to be more details coming out about that soon.
Bill Connely previewed the Big 12 on ESPN. Obviously, super in depth. He does those S&P Plus rankings for ESPN. There's a lot here, so we'll start with this. The continuity table looks at each team's returning production levels, offense, defense, and overall. Obviously, Colorado not going to get a lot of love in this. They are 4th to last, so that put them 12th. With a returning production rating of 52%, that ranks 75th in the nation. Arizona State up at the top, though, 79% returning production. 2nd overall in the country with that returning production rating from them. Texas Tech is 6th in the country. Baylor's 9th in the country. So there's a lot of returners in this conference. And it's why I think a lot of those teams are being picked at the top, obviously. 2025 projections. We talked about this yesterday after we did our poll. Mm-hmm. I think this is the same ranking, right? It's got K-State, Arizona State, Texas Tech at the top. Colorado is 9th. This might
be what you talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
This part, yeah.
5 best games of 2025 for the Big 12. Week 0, Farmageddon. Iowa State versus Kansas State. We've talked quite a bit about that one. That one could be, starting week 0 off with a game that could affect your destiny in the Big 12 is shoot.
Will it, though? Because that's a non-conference. Will it, though? I don't know.
It's a measuring stick.
It is a measuring stick. I don't think that game's really a death knell for the loser of it.
But these two teams have been in the Big 12 a long time. I don't know why this would be a non-conference game.
I know, but I know it isn't. I saw a tweet this weekend confirming that it is not a non.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could lose that game week 1, and people will throw it out if you handle business the rest of the way. Especially with it being week 1 or even week 0, right? That's week 0 in Ireland. People will throw that out, but it's going to be a fun. The winner of that though is going to have a lot of juice coming out of that.
Chris, we're going to wait till RK gets back, and then we'll open it. We saw it, though. Appreciate you, bro. TCU at Kansas State, the next one. That takes place October 11th. That's early in the season. Texas Tech at Arizona State. That's also mid-October. And as we get into November, we got Texas Tech and Kansas State on the 1st. And then Kansas State at Utah, November 22nd.
Bro, Kansas State are in 4 of those 5 games, bro.
Yeah.
And what's that? Arizona State's only in 1.
Tech in 2 of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He has K-State winning the conference. Here, let's just go to the Colorado one and read what he wrote up on this.
He's pretty much broke the conference down into 2 tiers.
Yeah.
One tier being championship or conference title contenders.
Yep.
And the other half is pretty much in this tier is what Colorado is.
He calls it a couple breaks away from a run.
Yep. A couple breaks away from the run. So those are pretty much the 2 tiers that he broke it down in.
Kansas is also in that tier. Arizona is in that tier.
Yes.
And here's what he said about Colorado. If we ignore the incredible talents of Heisman winner Travis Hunter and the preposterously QB-centric offense Pat Shurmur crafted to showcase Shedeur Sanders, and we only look at the results, the first 2 years of the Deion Sanders era was pretty spectacular. No shit.
What else are you supposed to look at? Bro says if we only look at the results, what else are you looking at?
Crazy.
That's a crazy sentence.
Sanders inherited a program that in 16 full seasons before his arrival had finished with a winning record once. In his second year, the Buffs went 9-4. They were only 2-4 against S&P Plus top 50 teams, but 2024 was an undeniable success. For better or worse, this year's CU team is going to be almost completely different. Only 6 starters return, and in come another 30-plus transfers. Mentions Caden Salter. He says he is almost a 180 degrees different from Shedeur Sanders. If you don't have a decent design run package, you're not maximizing his potential, but he's good. Then he mentions Joseph Williams, mentions Hakeem Williams, Sincere Brown as the new players at wide receiver, and then, of course, Draylon and Omarion. He says they have solid potential. First name mentioned at running back is Dallin Hayden. Says he didn't do much last year, but I'm curious about Incarnate Word transferred to Kalen Taylor. I've been trying to tell y'all. He mentions the offensive line rebuilt for the 3rd straight year, and all he says is we'll see. Can't really blame him on that one, honestly. The offense shined at times last season, but the defense's improvement from 113th to 45th in S&P Plus was a huge driver of success. We'll see if Coach Robert Livingston can craft the same success with a mostly new unit. Returners he mentions, Sam Okunlola, Arden Walker, Amari McNeil, DJ McKinney. Additions he mentions, Reggie Hughes, Martavius French, Tyrekus Davis, Tayon Parks, and Tawfiq Byard. He ends the Colorado blurb with Sanders is just 4-3 as a head coach when Shedeur Sanders isn't his quarterback. And he had the most uniquely brilliant player in the country at his disposal the past 2 years. It's a new era, and the Buffaloes drew the short straw in Big 12 play. They play 6 of the top 7 projected teams in S&P+. But the overall talent level is solid, and a Sanders team will always be interesting one way or another. Didn't really give too much credit there, but he did a good job kind of roughly summarizing the offseason, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you only look at the results,
yeah,
pretty spectacular.
If you only count games that were won.
Right. That was crazy. I think that last part too, where he was like, they drew the short end of the stick with the schedule, and it's like, you might say that now, but people were saying that last year.
No one knows. Yeah,
people were saying that last year. Like, damn, that's brutal. They play all the best teams.
They circled that Utah game. They circled that Oklahoma State game.
Right?
They
especially late in the year, they were like, oh, it's gonna be brutal. On this, somebody said last year, I remember this, a national guy. They might not win a game like after Halloween or something. Like they would go winless in November. I remember somebody saying that, and look how that turned out. But I do want to correct myself. Kobe mentioned in the chat, I did misread this tweet from Brett McMurphy other day. He goes, Kansas State open season in Ireland versus Iowa State in Big 12 opener. 3 weeks later, Kansas State visits Arizona in a non-conference game. It will not count as a Big 12 game. So yeah, I mixed that up. That's the K-State Arizona game is a non-Big 12 game. Yeah. So the opener is. That's my bad.
No, it's confusing. It's just those new Big 12 schools who came in 2 years ago or last year had prior non-conference matchups, and the Big 12 just kept it that way as opposed to adding a 9th conference game.
Got you.
Or a 10th conference game.
that's I'll never forget that one. That blurb right there. If you just look at the results, they've actually done really well. Well, what are you looking at then?
And it's just, I mean, I've been thinking about this lately too, just because, I mean, obviously I'm playing CFB 26 and, you know, you look at the star rankings and stuff, and like Colorado like comes into this game at like a 3.5 star, but there's only 3 5-star schools in the game, I think, 3 or 4 of them. It's like Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, and someone else I can't think of. There's a ton of 4-star schools, and then there's most of the country's 3.5 star, 3-star schools.
Right. Colorado
was at best, bro, at best after 2022, they were a 1.5 star school.
No doubt.
At best. What Coach Prime had to work with over the last 3 years is unprecedented when you look at any other coaching rebuilds in the country. No one was as bad as Colorado was, and no one could have made them as good as soon as they are now than Coach Prime. So
well said, bro.
I think, am I missing something? We can talk about CFB 26 here. What is this? Oh, never mind. You good?
Yeah.
Takeaways from CFB 26.
Like I said to you before the show, bro, I was in the middle of my first game last night. I loaded up. I'm like, let me just go to the play now, load up something. Because I obviously didn't have CFB 25. I didn't play it at all. I played a handful of games.
Yeah, with us.
Exactly. On the road and whatnot. So I just loaded up my first game yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to play with Colorado. I'm gonna pick a doormat, get my confidence up. So I picked UCF, of course. And I found myself quickly down like 35-14. And at that moment, I was like, this game sucks. Ended up putting together a little comeback, tied it up at 35 with like a minute left in the game. They go down and kick a field goal as time expired. And I was like, all right, I guess it doesn't suck that bad. Maybe I just suck, which is probably the more,
Are you on
realistic
Heisman?
answer. No.
I mean,
I didn't even try that. I'm like, I'm not even going to mess with that.
No,
I was on the
totally,
second one.
bro.
This is the second one.
All-American?
Yeah.
I mean, that was me last year because
Yeah.
I didn't buy Madden. Obviously, NCAA didn't exist, but I didn't buy
Right.
Madden for a long time. So I
Same.
was out of it for
Same.
a minute. So I started on All-American, played a few seasons, then bumped it up to Heisman.
Okay.
You'll get there. But I played Road to Glory. I was like,
Yeah, what
oh,
was that?
shit, they brought high school back. Like, let's do it. I hate how they did Road to Glory.
Wow.
They did it. I don't know. I get why they made the changes they did.
What were the big changes?
So like how
Because they
you
had
get,
it in the game last year, right?
yeah, but there was no high school in it.
Right,
You
okay.
just kind of picked the school and started your journey.
Got you.
So the high school part of it is, I don't know, like respect for putting it in, but like
Can you pick where like you're from and stuff?
yes, you can, and you can kind of change. There's preset like high school uniforms and stuff, which is whatever. But you only play. You know how when you play a game, it's like play the full game, play offense, play the moments.
Yeah.
You're basically only playing moments in high school in 5 games. And
So not every player, your player's out there on the field.
no.
Wow.
But also you get to pick all the plays all the time. Like I'm a running back. Like I don't get to call the plays. Like that just irks me a bit. And then the thing that they think they really messed up is how they did recruiting in high school, because it's like one school will give you like a certain moment. Like I remember Texas was like gave me like get a 50-yard run, but it's like only on this drive. But it's like, bro, I had a 50-yard run the last. How does that not count? Like you just need to see me do it this drive. What does that
that's
matter?
Crazy.
So, and then I ended up committing to Colorado, and Julian's the quarterback because 2025 is that year
The high
you're in
school.
high school, so
Right.
it goes to 2026, your first year. Julian's the quarterback, and I've got to pick all the damn plays, and it's like, why am I like? I don't need to why do I have to tell the offense to pass, man? Like, I can only call so many run plays for myself. Like, just leave me to block. Just call in the run play. So yeah,
That's wild.
Unfortunately, I think I wasted my time yesterday playing Road to Glory. Not all positions available for Road to Glory. No, it's quarterback, wide receiver, running back, linebacker, and cornerback.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just I don't know. I just got to go back to Dynasty. I'm not trying to be too sour about it, but
That's what I got
Yeah.
going yesterday. I started a dynasty. I picked the Illinois Fighting Illini.
there you go.
Yeah, like I said, I took care of business week 1 against the FCS team. Had Duke on the schedule week 2, and boy, they. I had no answers for Darian Mensah. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough game. And then I think I got week 3. I just left that alone. Like we got Indiana coming to town
Yep.
here tonight. Top 20
Sheesh.
matchup. It's gonna be tough.
I did play. So the first thing I did I did a play now game. Picked Colorado, and I brought Vanderbilt to Folsom.
Okay.
Stowers, the tight end, just ripped
Oh
me
yeah,
up.
Eli, right? Yeah, he's
Yes.
a dog. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
stupid this game, man. Like the quarterbacks they just don't miss on Heisman still. Pavio went like 21 to 22 the entire
Really?
game. It's like, come
Bro,
on,
that was actually I was like, bro, why is passing so difficult? And again, maybe it's just like a skill issue. But I was like, bro, just throw the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Catch the ball. And I'm like,
Yes.
I don't
Yes,
know.
dude.
I was getting frustrated for a little bit, but again, it's probably more of a me thing than a game thing. At least right now, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, give it a week or so to
Yeah.
really settle in,
Yeah.
just kind of learn the ins and outs. But playing with Colorado was fun.
Yeah, like I said, JoJo's a dog on there.
Yes, he is. Draylon and Omari need more respect.
Yes, they do.
Because
yes, they do.
even then, like with their ratings, they would make plays. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
O right there. Thank you. Like, but no DeKalen Taylor.
Yeah, none of the FCS guys apparently,
yeah,
right? No Sincere
Sincere.
Brown. Yeah.
But Zach Adkins is in the game, and he's a monster. He's like a revelation for that
How
team compared
does
to
that
last
work?
year's.
You come from D2, you can get on the game, but FCS, there's a barrier?
Well, I think it's because he committed in the winter portal, so he had time to like go through the whole
Okay.
Sign the deal and all that.
I can see that.
Anyways, final really things on this. If the Colorado playbook in real life is like what it is in the game, this is gonna be a very, very fun offense to watch.
I didn't
man.
like it.
I mean, it's better than last year's when it's just all shotgun.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't know, obviously. But, yeah, I didn't really like the playbook too much. Colorado's in the game, but we'll see.
No, we got a lot more RPOs. There's a lot more like QB run stuff, obviously, because of Caden.
Yeah, right.
So that just got me excited seeing that. But, yeah, I'm probably going to start a new dynasty. I think I might go back to the Blazers. My boys at UAB.
UAB?
But I haven't decided yet.
That'd be cool.
But, yeah, it's fun. Hope you guys are enjoying it, too.
Hit us with a question in the chat, man. What y'all got for us?
All right, final few minutes of the show this week. It was a good week.
It was. Hell of a week.
Yashar asks, what's good with CJ Sadler?
I think he's got a commitment date set for August 15th. Just right around a month from now.
Yep, August 15th, 247. I don't know if he has the top schools or not, but the warm schools on his 247 page are Colorado, North Carolina, Maryland, and Miami. So there's still time. Again, we're in a dead period.
Right.
He did take his last official visit of the summer to Colorado. So we'll see. Ivan asked, does CU have a 1K rusher at the end of season? What are we thinking? Yes.
I don't think so. I think they'll have like 2 750-yard rushers. I think the running game will be improved. It's hard to rush for 1,000 yards, bro.
Someone will take the reins, though. Someone will be. I think by the time we get to November, hopefully before, there'll be a guy like, yeah, he needs 15 to 20 carries every week.
I think another thing, too, and this doesn't mean everything, but none of the guys have done it either, right? If somebody does do it, it will be their first time ever doing it, at least at the college level. So, yeah, I think the running game will be improved. I think there will be 1, maybe even 2 guys who get close, but it's hard to rush for 1,000 yards.
It is.
As an individual. It's hard to do that. So,
what's up, Nicholas? When will Unk be on the show? I think next week we will get Unk back on the show. He'll be back in Colorado in a couple weeks too, though. So
yeah, I mean, camp starts in like 2 weeks.
Yep. Heaven's Demon. Who will be the top 3 wide receivers by yards this season? By yards. Sheesh.
Miller. Williams.
It's hard to argue with that. I'll just follow that up. I mean, Sincere would be the next one, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one I could really have an argument for at this point. Eric asked, Scott Jake, any weekend plans? CFB 26.
CFB. I actually thought about that earlier. I was like, wow, I'm going to not do a damn thing this weekend but play this game.
Yep. No, just kind of enjoying our last few weekends before we're back in season. East Coast Kev asks, is there any news on Coach Sapp's return? I have no idea what's going on with Coach Sapp. I wouldn't expect to see him until camp starts, honestly.
Which is, again, only a couple weeks away.
Yep. East Coast Kev again, great coverage as usual. Thanks for all of your hard work. Mr. RTM is not here today.
What'd that stand for, Jake?
Run that mouth. He must be hanging out with Coach SPD.
What'd that stand for, Jake?
Suck, pull, drop.
Shout out Kev, man.
Shout out Kev. Kev again, last one. I'm mainly happy to see Coach Prime back in action. I was sincerely concerned for Coach, not because I have money riding on this season. Okay, maybe a little. Yeah, man. Coach,
it was great to see him, man.
It was. We'll find out, I think, soon. Obviously, we talked about this yesterday. He said he's going to tell the team when he gets back, and then he'll make an announcement. But it's looking good.
And catch me and Jakey on the new Reach the People.
Catch Mata telling
or excuse me, not Reach the People, well off. But shout out to Reach the People and Darius.
Mata on Reach the People said his favorite interview.
Facts.
Shout out to Mata. That's our guy, man.
That's bro for real.
Alrighty, chat. This was fun. This was a fun week. Tons of content on the page from Media Day. Go check it out.
Oh yeah.
Some
new stuff dropping. I don't think it's already came out, but the Go RG, the video of us
we'll
challenging some Big 12 football players to some cornhole or some bags, whatever you call it. It was pretty fun.
We're going to post that here pretty much once the show is done. So check out Twitter for the final piece of Media Day content.
Sunshine, I was bringing up that nobody has rushed for 1,000 yards in one season, which, nobody has done. But, yeah.
Alrighty, guys. See you next week. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Up the skull.
Skull Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.